Now, as we're talking about weather and severe weather, let's get back on over to meteorologist Audrey Shirley, because that severe weather is going to turn into some really cold weather now. So Audrey, what can we expect as we get into this new week? Is this wind that we saw, this cold wind, I felt it coming in, is that going to be sticking around?
Well, the wind is going to die down slightly, but we'll still have a significant wind chill. I mean, it might feel even down to 7 degrees colder than the actual temperature outside. Now, we did receive a good amount of rainfall, which will be good for the drought. However, it wasn't too good for the rivers, because there were some rivers that did have some flooding due to the storms we got last night, but a lot of those are no longer flooding, which is good. There's just one in Gordon County right now that still is under a flood warning. So make sure not to drive through any unknown depths of water, and also don't walk in it either. So we received about an inch of rainfall in McDonald and in Trenton, almost an inch in Lookout Mountain, and an inch in Riceville, about more than half an inch in Delano. And some skywatchers also reported some tree damage as well within their backyards. So tonight we do have the chance for some very light snow showers, but this only applies to higher elevations such as the mountains. So this does not apply to the valley. We'll have some slick roads tomorrow due to a hard freeze that we're having this evening. Headed into tomorrow morning, it's going to freeze any remaining rain left on the roads. Again, headed into tomorrow morning. And I'll talk about the next big thing we can expect this Wednesday. So we received several storm reports from that wind damage, but luckily those wind advisories in northern Georgia have now expired, and we're just going to be looking at sustained winds up to 20 miles an hour possible, gusts up to 20 or 25 miles an hour possible headed into this evening and tomorrow morning. So the next big thing is a possible wintry mix that we're keeping a close eye out on that's going to head towards us on Wednesday. So again, for this evening, just some light snow showers, just a light dusting is expected in the mountains, specifically the northern Cumberland Plateau and the East Tennessee mountains. Headed into tomorrow, it's going to be bitter cold. We have that hard freeze headed into tomorrow morning. We will have more sunshine though, and more sunshine on Tuesday. Now Wednesday morning, that is when we're expecting this next system to come into play. So we're expecting snowfall for the majority of our northern communities, and for our southern communities, specifically within portions of Georgia, you guys will most likely just receive more rainfall than snow, if anything. So we could even receive a few inches of snow, and of course we'll keep everyone updated as far as those amounts go as we head closer to time. Headed into Thursday, we'll just have more cloud coverage, but that snow will be cleared out by then. It is currently 37 degrees, but it feels like 30 because we are at 10-mile-an-hour sustained winds, so it feels very, very cold out right now. 37 in Chattanooga, 36 right now in Cleveland, 38 in Dalton, 36 in Scottsboro, and with that wind chill, it's going to feel much, much colder. It'll feel even in the teens as we head into tomorrow morning, so you're going to want to definitely bundle up headed into tomorrow. And like I just said, we do have that wind chill at play, even down to 7 degrees colder than the actual temperature is expected headed into the morning hours. For this evening, again, the main theme is just very, very cold. We have that hard freeze on the way. It'll be bitter cold, 26 degrees for tonight's low, 26 in Cleveland, 24 in Dalton, 40 in Scottsboro, 34 degrees in Altamont. Headed into tomorrow, it'll be another chilly day with some slick roads due to that hard freeze. And also, if you're in the mountains, it's going to be even slicker on the roads because of that light dusting of snow. And again, we have those mountain flurries for tomorrow morning, but the valley is not expecting to see any of that. It'll be 44 in Cleveland, 38 degrees in Altamont headed into tomorrow. And headed into the rest of the week, like I mentioned, we have that wintry weather mix on the way on Wednesday, and then temperature lows are going to continue to be bitter cold. Cornelia.